sinners, and saints. Dust off those horns and halos. It's time for Alan After Dark.
Sinners and saints, bitches, whores, sluts, skank bitches, pole smokers, ass munchers. This may come as a surprise that you didn't even know that this is the biggest weekend of the year.
Wait, what?
You don't have to rush to your calendars or your phone to see what is so special about this weekend, because I'm going to tell you. It is my birthday weekend. Thank you. I appreciate the applause and the cheers, but you know, I only ask for this gift every year, and you still haven't given it to me. You know that I want Henry Cavill naked, writhing on top of me, or inside of me, raw dog and all, and you're all failing me. I guess I'll forgive you, though, as long as you keep listening. Speaking of birthdays, it does seem like, well, you know, all of us September babies, we were conceived around the Christmas holiday, most likely. And considering when my birthday is in the month of September, it seems very possible that, yeah, I was conceived around Christmas. And yeah, that does nauseate me, thinking about my parents having sex. But I have to admit that they did it at least twice. Once for me and once for my brother. Jesus Christ. This week on social media, well, you all know how people will really hype up their loved ones, their moms, their dads, their partners, their husbands, their wives' birthdays. They will have a big post on Facebook, TikTok, Blue Sky, Instagram, whichever, celebrating that loved one's birthday. Well, someone that I'm friends with on Facebook, who's quite a bit younger than me, I would say, I want to say about 8 months ago, he and I kind of hooked up for a quick fool around. Can I say it that way? It was a quickie, I guess we'll say, in a men's room. We'll call him Kirk. How about that? Well, anyway, I was looking through Facebook this morning, and I saw a post from Kirk celebrating his father's birthday, wishing him well, wishing him a happy birthday, all the love and everything else. And to my surprise, I know who his father is in a very special way, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I almost screamed too. I had no words. It was just a bit of a surprise to think that many years ago, I had a quick hookup with the father and then recently with the son. I guess all that's left is the Holy Ghost, right? Oh, Jesus. But I have to say, it was a bit of a turn on thinking about it. I've been with the loins and the fire from the loins. I made that biblical, didn't I? And it sounded kind of dirty. My favorite way to kick off the birthday weekend, and I hope a lot of you are going to be lining up to spank me. I can take it. I'd rather somebody blow me, but we'll discuss that later. We may have to have a contract these days for that kind of activity, right? But what are the odds of me hooking up with both the father and the son? Well, I can hear some of you, Tim, Chadwick, Cam. I can hear Chad right now just scolding me, saying the odds were pretty good in your favor, considering when you Google things to do, your picture pops up. And all I've got to say is, jealous much? Pour yourself a shot. Let's celebrate my birthday. Do you have it ready? Okay. Here's to you, here's to me. Happy birthday to me. Fuck you, fuck me, especially me. Oh, Lord, that was good. Oh, I just found my finger binger, I believe. Jesus. By the way, you're all invited to the finger binger if you want. But let's get back on the subject. Doing it with the father and the son. Have you all ever done that? It really is a storyline on a soap opera, isn't it? But You got to remember, there's probably a 15-year gap between the two. What are the odds that both the son and the father would be gay? The more gay men, the merrier, I always say, but it is sort of like an unusual statistic, don't you think? I think it would be quite rare, even though I do know that there are lots of siblings that turn out to be gay, bi, etc., sexually fluid. Ooh, I wouldn't mind some sexual fluids right now.
Oh my God.
Wheels are just coming off the car right here, I'm telling you. We're in the ditches, in the gutter, in the sewers, everywhere with this episode. But it's a party, damn it, and let's have a party. Let's celebrate my birthday, but let's celebrate everybody's birthday. I don't care if yours is in January or October or November or Fingerbinger. Wait a minute. I've said that twice or 3 times already, haven't I? It's just kind of funny to say it, don't you think? And I guess the question you all might have is, would I do both the son and the father again? Well, I'd do the son again. Now, by the way, but before you all jump to conclusions, the son is of age, okay? I'm talking about in his 20s, bitches, okay? He's not a teenager or anything. You have to be 21 years old to be in the bar. And yes, they ID. I'll just say it again. Jealous much? But just FYI, this is just a sampling of what it's going to be like this weekend. Oh my God. Watch out, boys. Line forms to the left. Turnstile at the end of the hall. You know what to do. And if you can bring Henry Cavill with you, the more the merrier. Wait a minute. I've said that twice tonight too. Jesus Christ. Y'all think I'm drunk already. Well, I'm not. I promise. I've always been intrigued by the concept of twins, gay twins. And I know a couple of twins who are gay. And oh my, it would be very fun to do it with both of them at the same time. One on one side, one on the other, commanding all that duplicate DNA. I'm just saying. I am so excited to get the weekend kicked off. And it's going to be a strange episode once again, where part of it's done before happy hour and the rest of it will be recorded, well, probably tomorrow. It'll be like 12 hours for me, but just a second or two for you. And I can't wait for you all to hear the other side of this episode. Well, actually, we're all going to be lucky if I can get it done myself. When it's your birthday and you're horny, are you willing to lower your standards for some booty? I don't know. I think it would be just a matter of circumstance. What happens during this time frame? I don't believe in the last minute find a person before the lights come on at the club, but I have found some hottie McHotties that way, and I've found a few yawners too. What's the old saying? A thing of beauty is a joy until sunrise? Yeah. You have to finally see them in the light. And sunlight in particular can be quite frightening on a person's face. I should know. I've seen it on mine a few times. Jesus. Horrifying. Everybody should get an opportunity to get laid on their birthday. Not that it always happens. Not that it ever happens. Hell's bells, I could be in a 25-year relationship and it probably wouldn't happen. By that point, you're wanting to go to bed by 8 o'clock at night, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, bitches. Oh, but it's just another sign of getting older. And I have to be honest, too. I am feeling it. And in the gay community, I don't really need to repeat this, the older you get, the less popular you become. Unless you do know guys that have daddy issues. You can always ride that wave. But as the clock keeps ticking, you know, you're 1 second, 1 minute, 1 day, 1 month, 1 year closer to the big ending. And I can clearly see that finish line. And that fucking sucks. Even though I know a lot of people will be celebrating when that day happens, I can hear you all saying, is that bitch really dead? I can't believe it. I thought he would outlast us all. And guess what, bitches? I just might. I really just might. God, where's my shot? Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Here's to you, here's to me, fuck you, fuck me. Twice with Henry Cavill. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Wow, that was oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. That went right to the beaver, I'm telling you. Oh, Lord. Oh, my ovaries. I can feel that in my spinal cord. Jesus. Help me. So, what are y'all doing? You going to be at happy hour with me tonight? Well, I do have to deal with an early birthday party with the family. And that means I have to eat at least one piece of cake, which will pretty much almost kill me. Not big on processed sugars and things like that, but that's the geek in me. Or should I say nerd? Which one's cooler, nerd or geek? Still think nerd's got a great reputation. It's a good word. It's got great connotation, etc., etc., etc. Lord, I want to lick someone's armpit. That just came out of nowhere, didn't it? Ah, the joys of tequila, right? I just wonder, after having said that, how much will the editors take out of this episode that I'm recording? My guess is a whole hell of a lot. But I don't think I've libeled anybody yet, have I? Have I? Not really. And if the son or the father try to sue me, they'll expose themselves. I mean, expose what we've done. I don't mean expose their dicks to the world, even though that might be fun too. Hey, yeah, boy. Yeehaw. Yeah, I'm cruising for bruising, I'm telling you. I need to say something serious on this episode, don't I? Maybe I should just put on some Madonna and we'll just rock and dance and you'll not hear anything else but that for the rest of this episode. That could be quite disturbing too, because Madonna's people will sue my ass. They don't tolerate her music being used without permission and profit. Show me the money. Speaking of which, I would never want to do Tom Cruise. I never really thought, well, in the original Top Gun, when he's in that scene in his tighty whities, yeah, he was sexy in that. But otherwise, nah, he's never done anything for me. Now, Hugh Jackman, hello. Patrick Wilson, Russell Tovey, hell to the yeah. Joel Kinnaman, is that how you pronounce his name? Fuck yeah. What's the guy from the show Will Trent? Jake McLaughlin. Oh my God, he is fucking hot. And he had that scene in his boxer briefs. Damn. That motherfucker is hot as shit. I'd do him in a heartbeat. And he has those sort of like, what color is that? Sort of like an olive color pants that he wears sometimes. And they fit perfectly in his manhood area. Oh, sweet Jesus. Ooh, pour some sugar on me, I'm telling you. Damn, why is it so hot up in here all of a sudden? My God, I'm about to trip the smoke detectors, I believe. Jesus. Somebody turn the air down, please. Wait a minute. Who the fuck am I yelling for? I'm the only one here. Hang on. I got a question for you. How many guys have you done at the same time? Have I ever asked that question before? You know that I'm going to tell you how many I've been with at one time. And it might be a disappointment to you, but the most I've been with at one time was 3. Yep, that's it. Now, if you're talking about during a whole night, yeah, it's still 3. But what can I say? They were all young and hot, all in their 20s, all beautiful. What's that old saying? Young, dumb, and full of cum? Well, they were young. They weren't dumb. And they were full of cum. Jesus Christ. You know what? This might be the episode that gets Alan After Dark banned. You think? It's not that dirty, is it? Not at least not yet. I don't think, right? But is there too many people to be with at the same time? What's his name? The porn star, Josh Moore. They filmed him at some, I guess it was a sex club, and he took 40 loads from 40 men, and that one guy bareback fucked him as well. And that was one night, apparently. Oh my God, though, 40. I think I might get nauseous at some point. That's a lot of jizz, you know? But my hat's off to him. That is somebody who is dedicated to their work, I'm telling you. And he is hot. That's just a double win, isn't it? You're having all the sex you want and you're getting paid for it. That's just a win-win. There's no way around that, right? Now, granted, if you're not careful, There's a few STDs that might cost you a little bit of money, for show, right? Well, I have got to get ready for happy hour, so the rest of this episode will be on the other side. Go out and have some fun. Oh, wait, you're right there. I'm the one going out and having some fun, so you know what? Just hang on a few seconds. Here we go. And the party is still going on, bitches. Oh my God and baby Jesus help us. What a blast I had last night. And it's going on today too. We're getting ready to rock another night, I'm telling you. I had a very attractive man sitting beside me, and we'll call him Steven. He was wearing shorts, and he has those wonderful hairy legs that I just love. And he was courteous enough to let me play with the hair on his legs. Just delicious. Y'all remember the movie Steel Magnolias? Remember that scene where Clary was talking about her nephew and how he'd come out of the closet? And she had asked him how you could tell who was gay and who wasn't. She says, all gay men have track lighting, and all gay men are named Mark, Rick, or Steve. I think that's funny as hell. But it brings up an interesting question, doesn't it? Are there certain names that we connect, not necessarily with just being gay, but in a negative way? For me, the name Steve in particular isn't one that I look at fondly because I've been burned so badly by exes that were named that. But isn't it an interesting notion that there could be some sort of correlation with your name and your behavior? I guess if your name was Satan or Damien or Lucifer or Judas, I guess it could work some sort of mind fuck on you, couldn't it? But what is in a name? Does a name really actually mean anything other than just what you're called? Obviously, it means something for people in Hollywood because almost all of them have changed their names. It's not their real names, you know. Tom Cruise, Rip Torn, Rock Hudson. But that's because you're promoting yourself commercially. You're trying to create this image. Marilyn Monroe, I mean, my God. Well, Madonna goes by her real name. That is her name, Madonna. But apparently when she's on tour and at the hotels that she stays, she's always using a fake name. Even though I'm pretty sure everybody probably knows where she's staying, wherever she is, right? Anyway, I digress. It's just something that I guess if I think back on it through my life, there are certain names when somebody says that that's their name that I am a little bit hesitant about it. But that's not fair to them. That's me equating an experience with someone else that had the same name. That really is kind of bullshit, and it really isn't fair at all. But I find it an intriguing possibility that we take on the personalities of our name. It would be like Jeffrey Dahmer. As far as I know, his brother changed his name so nobody could figure out that he was related to him. I don't blame him, but that's also not fair. He had nothing to do with his brother's horrible, brutal crimes. But, I mean, just look at how we are. We're a bunch of scumbags, honestly. We will blame a whole family for the sins of one person. We treat them all like they're all to blame. And I don't know how you can really make that stick. It's just one of those traits of being a human that's just despicable. It's just horrible. But I guess we could say the same thing about ourselves when we're drinking and we're drunk. There's no denying that we behave differently. We could be more festive, more fun, definitely louder, possibly even more sexually aggressive. But I don't know of too many people that their personality is so far different from them that you really look at them as Jekyll and Hyde. Well, I know that there's certain people that say that if they drink certain kinds of liquor, like there's a couple of guys I know who say they can't drink tequila because it makes them violent. And you have to wonder why. What is it? What is it in their body structure that makes this liquor do that to them? Food for thought. Or, well, one of those old sayings. I don't know. I am excited. I'm hoping that the party carries over to tonight as well. We're just wearing out my birthday. I'm telling you, we're going to party the whole weekend away until my legs go numb. Well, that doesn't mean much these days. If I just sit funny for a couple of minutes, my legs go numb. So, I mean, Jesus. I'm just saying. This was supposed to be something of a structured episode, but you know what? Sometimes we just have to cut loose and be crazy, don't we? And it is my birthday, damn it, and I should be able to party like I want to. I should be able to cry if I want to, lie if I want to, fuck if I want to, whatever I want to. But people were teasing me last night. They already think that I have a crush on this guy. Alan and Steve sitting in a tree. Fucking. Yeah, right. Fuck all y'all. Ain't gonna happen. But he is intriguing. He's very handsome. His personality is great. And he reminds me of someone else, too. I'm not trying to equate that, but it's just interesting when you talk to someone and they remind you of another friend of yours. Isn't it? They look nothing alike, but the voice and the personality are so similar. It's just amazing. It really is. And yeah, I'll probably drink until my tongue falls out tonight. That would be no fun. That means I don't get to suck dick. So we can't have that happen now, can we? Jesus. But do you have certain names that if a guy came up to you and introduced themselves and they said that that was their name, would it be an immediate turnoff? Would it constitute a red flag to you? Am I the only one who thinks about stuff like this? Probably. I'd be interested in hearing what you all think. Are there certain names that you have equated with negativity? I want to know. Steve would be one of mine, for sure. And would there be any others? Jeff would be one. But I've had good and bad experiences with Jeff, so I can't really say that one. And who else? What else would I say? I don't think so. I think that's probably it. Because it's something that just popped in my head. Well, I thought about it last night when I realized that I had had so many bad experiences with a specific name that it would make me wary. Almost like there's some sort of sixth sense that there are certain names that are like cursed or something. And when parents name them that, there's something deep down that they know, subconsciously, subliminally maybe, that make them name that child that name. And it winds up being a demonic name. Oh, that's ridiculous. I know. It really is stupid. But I remember my aunt, she just had this fondness for this one name. And she said, I am going to have a child named that. So that was the determination before the son was even born. That was going to be his name, this specific name. And I'm like, wow, just because you like it. What if your son doesn't like it? I mean, have some of you changed your name? I do have an uncle who changed his. He didn't like his name, and he changed it, but it didn't matter. His family still called him that same name. Anyway, I hope to do some finger bingering tonight, some mouth kissing. What the fuck does that mean? Kissing with tongue, maybe a slap and tickle, you know, the good stuff. Definitely going to get drunk. No doubt about it. And it's football time, college football season, so there'll be plenty of TV screens with men in tight uniforms with jockstrap lines. We all love that, don't we? I'm telling you, boys, that's why you watch sports. Even if you don't like sports, you like looking at the hot men. Come on now. And we're talking about young, firm, athletic that can just go on and on. I mean, it's football. Wide receivers, tight ends. And you've seen how the center hikes the ball to the quarterback? The quarterback's got his hands right up in his ass. Jesus. How much gayer can you get? Holla. Jesus, I need a nap. I really do. I have worn myself out already. And we're just on day 2. And for some reason right now, I have one of my mustache hairs is growing wild and it's like picking at my nose and it's making me crazy. Please hold. God, okay, got that taken care of. Jesus. What should I wear tonight? I really want to do something trashy, but tasteful and elegant. Has anybody got Lady Gaga's phone number? She dresses trashier than most people. I can respect that. Well, my queen, Debbie Harry of Blondie, she's total punk. It works. I mean, anybody can get a song to #1 in Britain while wearing a trash bag. Please, girl, own that shit, right? That's impressive. We all have to say. Don't you all think I'm entitled to some dick tonight? Since it's my birthday weekend, I think I should have some. If only Henry Cavill would come walking into the door. You know what, though? I told you one of my favorite porn stars right now is Jordan Brandt from the Brandt's Boys site. He is hot as fuck. And he does remind me a little bit of Henry, but Henry's still cuter than him. But Jordan's just got the macho, butch, hot, athletic, muscular look that just turns me the fuck on. Yeah, he's hot as fuck. Anyway, if he come walking in, but he would charge an arm and a leg. I probably have a better shot at Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill would do it out of sympathy, whereas Jordan Brandt was like, where's my money, bitch? That's how it works sometimes, Offer them enough money and they'll do whatever. They will. That's not a bad thing necessarily, if I really wanted it. Well, like I've said before, which one is the dumb one? A person who goes home with someone after a couple of drinks or somebody who takes cash? I personally think you should give me cash rather than a couple of drinks. But, that's on my off nights. And I have every intention of making this night the hottest one of the year for me. Yeah, somebody's going to get dirty. I hope it's me. And with that, we come once again to the end of this week's episode. And I just want to thank you for tolerating my crazy manic behavior. And I know that I'm entitled because it's my birthday. So, as always, go out and have fun, enjoy life, grab life by the balls, and be real. We'll see you soon. I said my catchphrase differently, didn't I? Interesting. Must be the tequila. Oh well. Bye.